difference.
No, but you got to pinch.
I was gonna
You got to pinch
Again, the
it.
bigger the
I was gonna
boobs,
do it. No, I was gonna do it to you.
the bigger the boobs, then the more
industrial bra strap.
No, the more class
It's
it's got.
long, so I got jumpsuit
what?
on,
One,
so
two,
you lot
three.
can have to see titty.
Some of them just got
everything
two.
for me to
Some of them got
sit back
four.
up.
This is what I'm saying. Bigger the boob.
Or I'd have to sit there.
And then by the time you've done
By
the time you've done three, that thing is just like,
in school.
And your fingers.
like, I'm good to go flashing around.
and then the thing bust, and now you mash up her bra,
No,
and then you mash up her bra, and now she's vexed you for mashing up her bra.
You just did that.
You're just like, look, you're ruining the mood by talking about
That's
your
what
bra.
free to take them.
3 minutes you moved, she went,
You're ruining the mood by talking about your bra. I'm sorry about your bra.
It was so much.
I just tried to be smooth and do it with one hand.
In your school shirt as well, you can see the boys
No
can see the
shame
boys.
in doing it with two hands.
No, but when I was younger, I think she got pissed off the fact that she said, I'll just do it.
See that there? It's a mood killer. In the act.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a mood killer. And it's at the same time, it's look, I'm sorry I mashed up your bra and I mashed up one of your clasps, but now your bra don't hold properly because your titty them are so big that you would need all clasps to hold it.
I thought about that.
But,
you know?
what?
I'm trying to think of.
Ruining the clasp?
No,
Someone
like
ruining
in
the
the
clasp on
act,
the bra?
like.
Where, what, moaning about your good bra?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of if that's.
Have you ever ruined like a good bra? Or have you ever had like your underwear like
I had
ripped
the
and
front,
then you're really
the front
vexed?
clasp one. And
What's that?
basically
The snap it?
No, you just ruined a...
Or funnel.
No, you rip it. No, I said like, have you ever had like your good underwear ripped?
The front clasp bras.
Yeah.
Personally not worn them,
like,
but I've seen
Like
them.
had the
Good
He
game,
pulled
everybody
it.
know my name when I come through.
the wire that was connected to just bent, and I was upset. Anyway,
Because it was a good bra.
they're always a good bra.
See?
Always the good
There you go.
bra.
There you go. Pretty.
Yeah, the good bras need to be mashed up, innit?
Honey, you never get a bigger size.
You got to test drive the.
No,
you know,
but that's the thing.
new
Like,
bras.
if she's wearing like
This is episode 87 of the Different
tights and stuff, and then you're ripping like, get to the
with
thing.
myself,
And then she gets vexed like,
the White Sox
I
Wanderer,
didn't want you to rip that.
to my left.
The White Sock Wanderer.
White Sox Warrior, because people are on to me about my white socks on Twitter. Right, yeah. Never see man get angry. I've been banned for having clean socks.
It became a thing.
Yeah, if he had
Do you
dirty
know
socks,
what
there'd be an
sorry.
issue.
Do you know what's funny? Because some people are like, oh, the
Some
guy
people-
in the hat, he's always got his socks off. I'm like, yeah.
I always have my socks off. No, there's
shoes
no
off.
I
pair.
mean,
First of all,
he's always got
And you got my
socks
toes
on
out
and
here.
shoes
I'm a
off.
White Sox Warrior, not a barefoot bandit. There's a difference. Right, yeah, to my left,
Hey. Hi, it's Mr. Oh, hey. how you
Trimless
doing?
Timmy. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, it's rough today. It's
How
rough
did
today.
DIY go?
Trimmy Timmy.
Your mind went somewhere else. You're dirty.
Oh, you're always the worst person at DIY, by the way.
Why? Wait, why?
Because how long did it take
So
you?
basically, Acadia, you didn't turn up to the podcast meeting the other day, yeah? No shade. And
I know. See, I was like,
O was doing DIY in his sister's house.
sick.
When I tell you, I was like, how long you been doing this for? It's at 5:30. These times it's like almost 9 o'clock. Brother, what do you mean you're not finished?
What DIY was you doing?
I was putting up a wardrobe.
Honey.
I was putting up a
How long did
wardrobe
it
in the
take you to
kids'
put a
room.
wardrobe?
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
the thing was, again, no. Let's
What-
put it.
what-
Let's
what-
put it.
what
into
had happened was-
Let's put it into some context.
What had happened
We're talking
was-
about 3. In total, there were 5 boxes.
Mark, can you hear that?
For this one wardrobe.
Mark, can you hear that? Kelly, can you hear that?
Excuses.
Right?
Yes.
No excuses. No excuses.
Sounds like excuses to me.
Absolutely no excuses. Yeah, 5 boxes for this one wardrobe. Doors, drawers,
Again.
the whole
Excuses.
thing.
60
Did it by
missed
myself.
calls.
Did it by myself. No help. I feel it was adequate time.
Oh, you know what?
Wait.
Plus,
what
I
kind of-
just
where
come
did you
from
get-
work, and I just come from work, so I don't know what
What wardrobe? Where'd you get the
productivity you're expecting out of me. Out
If you
of
say
work.
I care, I am going to cry.
Was it from IKEA?
That's even worse.
Oh my God.
No, not
That's,
really.
do you know why? Because
Slots.
IKEA flat
It slots
pack.
in.
You don't
Everything
need.
slots in,
You
yeah.
don't need a manual, sweetie. If
Okay,
it's like it's Wayfair,
I-
I would be like, do you know what?
I'd love you to see the wardrobe before
wardrobe
you
is
Yeah,
say
I would need to see the wardrobe.
You'd have to see the
first.
wardrobe
Is
because
it like a 3-door wardrobe? Is it like the sliding one?
Oh, he's not really good with his hands when it requires. That's not, and it's not women. It's just.
Do you know what
It's not
though?
really
I'm the wrong
his-
person because
glad you
I
said that
really
one.
like doing DIY, especially with IKEA. It's easy.
With the Slenderman fingers, bruv.
Salad fingers.
It's not Slenderman.
yeah, they reach places.
You don't know who a Slenderman is?
They reach places. They do what they do.
Salad that film. Have you seen it? I mean, no, have you seen that?
I've not seen it, so
Oi!
Let me see if I can get a picture.
Go on your phone right now.
No,
Go on your phone right now.
Slenderman, yeah.
Go- No.
wait. You want me to go on my phone and look at the person who you're telling me I look like with my fingers?
Yeah.
I got these fingers for you. How about that?
Nah, but
How are you
Is
anyway?
it still on Netflix?
Okay, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, right.
Oh, darling, I'm alright. It's a movie on Netflix that you need to watch.
Slenderman.
No, you don't need to watch it. It's shit.
It's
There you go.
this shit.
So
That's
I'm
what I'm
not-
like. Have you seen it? Because I'm like, I don't think I've watched.
That's kind of like Slenderman.
Oh, is that what my fingers look like? Yes.
Slenderman's scary.
Yeah.
Mark, how are you doing, sir?
I'm alive, man. I'm alive and kicking.
What about me?
You said you're fine.
What was that? Oh yeah, okay. I thought that he was saying that to change the
What are
subject.
you trying to take the spotlight for?
No.
You know, Katie is that person.
See, I did that at the same time, and it did change the
As I
subject,
said,
and I asked you,
for a
and
middle
your part-
child,
your part-
as I
the
said
whole
that,
part
for a
would
middle
just
child,
went
Katie has like
Yep.
single child syndrome.
No, but it's true, you know. But technically, I was a baby for a long time. That's probably
What's the age gap between you and your
You
brother?
was.
well, to be honest, it's
The age gap between you and your brother?
like 6 years. But I'm the baby
Wow.
from my mum, always. So I still class myself as the baby. Sorry, how are you?
But you're old enough not to be the baby.
Shut up.
She spent a whole month telling people she's 30, bro. We know she's not a baby.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pay some grown ass bills.
no, I'm not 30, 28.
Okay.
Oh, that room went real quiet.
I'm like them Italian footballers that claim they're 16.
Italian.
Or like
did you
them
say?
Nigerian
Nah,
footballers.
not bad.
Them Nigerian, you ain't see that new Nigerian footballer who won the
16.
Thingy Award? He's 16. And his hairline looks like...
He looks like his son's 16, bro.
he looks like he's got bills and problems, that guy.
Bills and problems. No, I'm alive in it. Like the storm and everything. Every storm. I saw the O2, like the tent just looking dead.
You was enjoying that.
I was vexed, bro.
It looked like someone just
Posting
pulled up
I was
their
vexed.
Y-fronts or something,
What
man.
about the OT? OT? Like the O2?
He had-
Yeah, because I was supposed to see Dave on Monday, but I'm seeing him this Monday coming.
Ah.
At the O2?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's back
They
then.
thatched up that roof then?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
just
was
put
more of a,
some
I think it was more of a
toilet
health,
paper over it.
I think it was like
some
a health,
temporary
I
stuff.
think it was just a health and safety thing. They had to just make sure first, but
Can you imagine if there was anyone in there? While
That's
that
the
happened?
mad reminder that the O2 technically is just one big buff tent.
yeah.
Literally.
That's all it is.
Paper.
And one piece of
The
storm.
worst thing is, well, even when we look at the storm as a whole, I remember when I was driving back, my uncle called me in it, and he was just like, "Make sure you don't park under no tree." And I was like, "Cool." So then, obviously, in the morning, like I don't go outside my house unless I'm at home, innit? So in the morning, when I'm seeing like everyone's got their memes and their videos and their humor, like people doing content in the wind, which I was like, right, respect it. The guy in Croydon getting dashed down the street.
Who's got time to content?
There was another guy, you know that guy that was the East London, South London, West London, North London.
Yeah, I see.
Oh.
He did content outside. There's a few people that did content outside, and then a lot of people didn't realize. You know where like trees is falling on their cars.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize that most insurance don't
Cover.
like natural disasters.
Oh.
So like you see people with like 20 plate cars and that, the cars are write off. One girl I know, the tile from her roof
Just imagine that,
went
man.
right through her windscreen.
A what?
The tile, you know the tiles on your roof, went straight through her windscreen.
She could have been in that.
There you go. But obviously you got to pay for the windscreen. But paying for a windscreen, which is like what, 3 bills, depending on what car you have, is cheaper than paying for a whole new car.
Ouch.
So let's do this in order. So we went through 2 years of COVID, a year and a half of Boris's
I was
life.
thinking, what's he going on about? He's like, let's do this in order.
Yeah, we went through
Let's do this the right way.
2 years of COVID, a year and a half of Boris's lies, and now the literal scariest mother effer alive, known as Vladimir Putin,
Going to.
just about to kick off World War III. What is your lot's thoughts on this?
Hold on, wait.
Go on.
Reese, how are you?
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Getting ready for war.
Nah, I wouldn't be fighting nobody's war, bro. The thing is, my understanding of it is that it affects everyone regardless. It affects everyone regardless because I think Russia have I think it's gas and petrol. I think people get it from there as well. So it affects the economy anyway. There was 2 ways I looked at this. From an ignorant point of view, it was, why is it that everyone now cares about the Russia-Ukraine thing, but when it was the Palestine thing and Israel thing, everyone was hush and people were made to look like psychopaths for speaking out against.
Because UK are fast.
Money.
And USA
Yeah, of
they're
course.
fast.
And then Putin, who of the world leaders probably looks like, I think they say he's ex-KGB.
And he wrestled bears or something, didn't he?
No, that's not him. That's someone else.
Oh.
That's an ex-UFC fighter. But Putin, who is said to be ex-KGB, over like if you put in a grudge match here for humor's sake, before we get into the seriousness, if you had a grudge match here between Joe Biden, Vladimir Putin, and Boris, I'd put my every part of my bank account on Putin.
Easily.
XKGB. That's enough to say, leave that man alone.
Man's on smoke.
But do you know why? Obviously, it is. Obviously, I think Ukraine's been a country for the last 30 years. Ukraine want to basically be part of the EU and NATO, I think it is, to be correct. Russia are like, nah, that's not happening.
We used to own you. There's no way you're going to go and do that.
Gave Ukraine an ultimatum and said, F it, we'll do it our own way. Then obviously Putin basically told the Western world to mind their business because if you don't, the ramifications won't be good for you. Which in my head, I heard as when that American soldier, not American soldier, general, when what's this guy's name? Donald Trump was president, said, if you lot don't listen to the United States government, your children will bury your parent. And I was like, wow, like, just wicked skengman talk, like real life skengman.
Skengman.
So the thoughts of this is where everyone's like, oh yeah, when the last war was in 1945, like people being
I think Vladimir rose the level on skengman talk.
Yeah.
With some of the things he said.
So it's like going to fight for your country, yeah. And obviously I've seen like the humour side of certain things saying, are they expecting black people to go and fight for
We only make 3%.
But even then, even before when we only made less than that, we've still been in wars. But then I saw there's the jokes of it as well, where a lot of people are just like, oh, so now we're part of the UK when we've been told to go home. Or now let's help for Ukraine when you tried to send the migrants home.
Also now it's our home.
I think my only takeaway from this, obviously, because I'm going to ask you lot's opinions on this as well, is I look at it as a really weird thing, but maybe it's just because obviously the times have changed from my grandparents being young to when our age group. I just think it's cheeky for our leader, as in leader, quote unquote, yeah, to send men to their deaths in a war.
That have got nothing to do.
That's not. I was saying
Like, you wouldn't go and do that. Like, you see with people like Harry, for example, yeah. I wouldn't say nothing about Prince Harry because Prince Harry was out there. Like he's you know what I'm trying to say? Like he's done his time in the military forces. Boris only looks like he chases after donuts. I'm never trying to be a prick, but I wouldn't. What am I going to give him a firearm?
Boris Simpson.
We were trying to make sure that Russia didn't do too much to affect our economy as well. No, come
Boris
on, man.
is a madman.
But like, what's your opinion on this? Because obviously it does affect us as a whole. Because obviously, if there is a war,
it's the aftermath of the war as well.
This is what that's what I was thinking of,
energy, just the whole overall. Like, what's your thoughts on this?
Everything, it changes.
Yeah, economy.
It changes is like from an economic standpoint. Like you say, we get gas and other resources through Russian connections, and when we decide we're going to start introducing sanctions and start doing things that are affecting them, and then they start doing things that are affecting us, that then affects like prices for just your energy and things like that. And then there's the talk of, well, as Vladimir has put it, you will feel the consequences that you have never experienced in your lifetime.
He's basically said mind your business. That's what he said. Just mind your business.
What's that Vive Cartel him? Think for your bad, come touch me then, come test me then, come. That's all I heard. I said, you know what? He looks scary, bro.
He does.
He is scary.
Another thing is, you know what, for me, makes him, sorry, I'm Sharon. The thing that makes him more dangerous to me, you know where they had that, was it the cyanide attack, where the people were drugged and then the two Russian people died on the bench?
Yeah.
That situation in itself,
that's how they roll.
This guy is not a man to play with.
This is how they roll. And not only that, but hasn't...
And he would do it blasé.
And hasn't Russia, for the longest time, maybe since I've known my existence on this earth and I've known about Russia, recognized Russia, haven't Russia always been about nuclear weapons?
Yep.
Yes.
And I think they what you got with China as well.
Always with... And next...
Yeah.
A child.
A next country that love off their nuclear
Could
weapons.
have been worse.
Relax.
It could have been Russia, China, and North Korea all in one.
Ooh. North
my
Korea's
bags.
not in NATO. So North Korea don't give a fuck. So they're not going to help if it gets to there.
Yeah, but if it gets too close to their shores, then
It's a...
It's just a long day.
man would be doing them new young boy dances there on TikTok where you spin, you go down to your knees and spin around. Man would be doing like nuclear warheads and that.
It's really... It's escalated so quickly.
Of course.
And...
Yeah, but quickly it's like a weekend. Well, there was murmurs, but when you look at it in totality, it's like that's what I'm looking at. Is like, did we not just like COVID? COVID just got forgotten about. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, COVID got forgotten about.
What?
Well,
this
the
is-
rules of COVID now just dropped.
Today,
They just
But
changed.
this is
I
the
was like,
same-
oh.
but
And
this-
it's like, okay, we might get some normality back. See, obviously, prices going up, energy bills are going up, ACT and the rest. And it's like, okay, stop right there. World War III.
Go out there and die.
No.
Boris, they said, Boris, were you at these parties during lockdown? We're talking about calling the police about this. This is a serious thing. Boris says, I'm not going to say anything till the report comes out. The report comes out and says, fam, some of you were at that party. Boris says, well, swoop, disappeared. Quiet for time. Now suddenly there's war.
No,
and he's
we're going
like,
to war.
we're going to be imposing sanctions. It's like, yeah, okay. First of all, were you still at that party? Yes or no? You ain't answered that question, but there's other more important stuff to be dealing with.
his-
But then
in his yard.
even then there's more important stuff to be dealing with. I don't trust you to be the man to be making decisions
We've not trusted him
for
for time.
everyone
As I keep
in
saying,
regarding
He's never been
such a
one to tell you
madness
to
of a
trust him.
situation.
As I keep saying, yeah, I put less issues on. I'm not going to ask what people's political allegiances are, regardless. Right? Yeah, but I put less pressure on it being because Boris is inept to do his job, and as a person who votes Labour, I put more pressure on how inept Labour have been for the last 14 years. Because if you're telling me in
not
that
being
time-
able to,
if you're telling me in that time, 14 years plus, where Tony Blair's gone and it's been Cameron, Theresa May, and Boris, and Ed Miliband.
Gordon.
Yeah, but Gordon was Labour by default. He wasn't. You know what I mean? And if you're looking at, like, as you said, Gordon, Ed Miliband, what's this guy's name? Jeremy Corbyn.
Yeah.
And then Sir Keir Starmer, which to this day I still don't know what this guy does. Right? Yeah. That's four people who practically have done nothing.
Yeah.
They don't give even a general voter who are flip floppy like that kind of guys of.
The confidence to say, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm willing to stand behind you.
And as I said, I think I said this to Mark last week. Boris has always showed you he will play the clown.
Yeah.
He's a very intelligent clown. He's shown you that. It's a diffusing mechanism. You know when you're around someone and you smile, you make someone feel comfortable?
Yeah.
It's a diffusing mechanism.
Yeah.
With Ed Miliband, they made Ed Miliband look like the clown and he could never get that back mixed with the whole snaking his brother situation. So with Boris doing all that stuff, that guy fought through, he fought for that position. He's not going to quit through pride.
I just saw that Boris Johnson announced his largest ever sanctions on Russia against all banks and big firms.
I.e. why Chelsea's owner is thing because he's a Russian owner, but I don't think he's allowed in Russia either. So
The Russian community have money in this country.
yeah, but in long
But
term,
UK's allowed it for so long, and now all of a sudden,
I wouldn't say allowed because it helps the economy. It's
That's
like
they
it's
need
a
Russia.
a
That's
lot
why
of the
they're doing
things which England, that other country complained about, yeah, through migrants, through trade or ECT, whatever, is based on trading from different countries.
Yeah.
If England created more than just potatoes and BTEC strawberries, we wouldn't really have this problem.
that's a potato.
I said this earlier though, because I said basically it's because that's what the UK need.
What are
They
you
need
laughing
some
at?
sort of allies.
Potatoes and
etc.
BJ strawberries.
That's so true though. That's all it. Listen,
But when I used to work in Tesco's years ago, and they used to have like,
he's so serious when he
I
says
used
it
to
as
see
well.
you used to see where like the produce came from, and then obviously potatoes fine. You used to see the British strawberries. They were really small in comparison to the ones which you'd get from other places.
Yeah.
So like England can grow bananas and things like that and whatever. They're coming from Colombia and South America. Like
They have the climate for it.
The whole thing is based. Yeah, the whole thing is based on trade.
Yeah.
That's why they're getting involved. That was what I was going to say. Basically, that's my take on it. It's just listen. UK, US, they're always going to stick their nose in where they feel like they need to, just because we don't provide anything. We're not we're not fighting for stuff that people need from us. It's what we need from like Russia and XYZ.
No, but it's always a power play. It's always a power play.
And that's what I'm saying. It's never ever going to be something for.
It's a massive dick swinging contest.
Yeah, it's annoying. I woke up and like everyone was talking about it this morning. I was just like,
On camera, that's gonna look viciously awful.
sometimes I forget.
Is the Queen dead?
No, that was my next thing. Oh,
Is she dead? Is she dead?
Lizzie.
Is she gone?
I hope not, because
Does that mean wait? What's gonna happen to our Jubilee thing?
I mean,
If Jason Lee didn't come out, and say this, would we be asking this question, or would we just think? Would we just think that she's just being quiet because
She's being very quiet.
I think no, because she's had COVID and people
I ain't
said
seen
it.
her on
But I
road.
feel like I'm seeing memes already.
Is it word on road that the click about to blow?
Yeah.
You got to run it back. We already know. How you mean? No, I'm joking.
Where's Lizzie at, man?
Lisbeth.
Okay,
Auntie
so
Lisbeth.
honestly,
Because then then doesn't that even start to make you think, right? Well, when they announced that she had COVID, was that when it happened?
honestly, I think
Because then you start going into conspiracy theories and
I think there is something called Project London Bridge. Where
Yeah,
London-
I saw that
I
trend.
think
Yeah,
there
I
is
saw
something that where obviously you're gonna like when someone dies. It's not like obviously in the Caribbean community where you have like the 9-night where someone dies, you tell people, then you have the 9-night, the first part, then you have the funeral and ECT and the rest. I think it's more so with that because of who she is. She's the monarch of the country and whatnot. It's gonna be it's gonna be a situation of family need to prepare and do that stuff, and then they will do like let people know.
Imagine COVID could be the thing that
But
takes
then
her out.
also, I don't think
That's
it's.
what I'm thinking.
I don't.
That
But I
would be
also don't
like-
think it's that as well because there's been a few things over the last few years of the Queen not being well at Christmas and
Yeah.
ECT and the rest. Plus, and they say this, she did lose her partner like maybe 7 months ago. And
I
they say a
was
lot of
saying
people when
this.
you've been married for so long,
When they lose their
your
partner.
some people go in close proximity.
Yeah.
So it could still be it could still be that. Don't get it twisted. Am I going to be very pissed off here that the Queen's last act she did before she passed away was paying off her paedophile son's things? No, I'm not. But if she's not here and he can't hide, all we know, Charles might air man out and let man get wrung out by. You know what I'm trying to say?
Be like Lion King. Boy.
Long live. No, but don't get it wrong. Charles would have to be scarred then. Charles would have to be scarred. Yeah, but
Charles could
Andrew was
be a
never
bad
gonna,
man.
But Andrew was never going to be Shalov bad man. Charles was never going to be. Andrew was never.
Andrew was always meant to be Scar, so it's kind of vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles could be ready, just waiting in the rings like, I got you, bitch.
But no.
Niam that.
Just imagine.
Question. Have you watched the Tinder Swindler yet?
You might need that.
Have you watched the Tinder Swindler yet?
Yes,
Every week speaks with no mic. Like she's on BBC and she's mic'd up.
That would be cool.
I did watch the Tinder Swindler. After you lot told me to watch it, I watched it, and
Do you know he's got his own documentary coming out? Didn't I send it to you lot?
What?
listen, I heard
Simon's now
he
got his
was-
own documentary coming out because he's saying this is fucking hilarious.
What's it
That
called?
it's-
It wasn't me.
I don't
It's
know,
called
but he's saying.
Victor Down 2.0.
Do you know what? I realised it's not Victor, it's Peter. So I'm sitting
Peter
there
is-
going,
so who's
Victor
Peter is down?
I'm sitting there going, Victor down, but
That's
it's
like
Peter
it's Victor
down.
It's Peter.
His name's
Peter is down.
But when I was saying it on the pod the other day, I was like, Victor
She
down.
kept saying Victor like it was some like Russian or Romanian dog.
That's
bruv.
why I said
He's
Victor,
He's
and I was
Israeli as
like-
well, bro.
I was like, man's name's Peter, you know, all big podcast, and I'm saying Victor down. But yeah,
I
he's
did
basically
watch it.
saying it's
It
all
was
lies.
amazing. So
He said it's. I saw a thing quickly. It was just like
I'll show you.
the interview.
Yeah, did I send it?
Is that where he said?
I thought
Is that where he said he's a gallus? He doesn't
it's
care.
funny. He was like, "No, I'm a gentleman. I'm not a Tinder swindler." And he's got his little model girlfriend next to him. He goes, "I'm not the Tinder swindler. This is not true." Da,
What did
da, da,
someone
da,
say?
da.
It's amazing how this one man did something and they made a documentary. If
I'm
a
telling
man
you.
came out and said he got swindled,
No one
then
would
came out and
care.
said he got swindled by a
No one
woman,
would care.
No one gives a damn, bro.
Yeah, Netflix to give him his whole. I don't know when it's coming out or whatever, but his whole documentary to hear his side of things.
nah, we're done now. We're done now.
'Cause
We're
it's-
done.
I'm gonna have to
There's
watch it. 'cause
there's
I
an
wanna know-
audience
I
for it. That's
wanna know.
why.
Yeah, because people are gonna like it's. Listen, it's PR because people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want to hear his side of things." He's probably just had an agreement with them.
I don't
He
care.
has done
I don't
what
care.
he's
I
done.
think that-
But to make the documentary, they're basically
I've
trying to say
I've always said
that.
that the women were kind of dumb.
Did you were there?
Like-
yeah.
They are. I think the only woman I felt for was the one at the end because she was with him for like a year and whatever. And that's your partner, innit? End of the day, you want to help them, but
They're
you
virtually
swindled. Yeah, like, and I don't know how long it took for him to swindle her, but you swindled a girl after a month. It just still baffles me. And a lot of people was arguing,
Why did you get on a
but some
plane with
women
someone's
like.
BMs? Why did you get on a plane with someone's BMs and they're you?
It's not even that because I wouldn't, but some people arguing,
You're victim shaming.
who me?
That's what I'm saying, you're victim
some people
shaming.
basically say I'm victim. I don't say, yeah, you're stupid. I do kind of feel for you because, yeah, like you don't want to be in that shit situation, and no one deserves that, regardless if you put yourself in a YOLO position or not at your big age. But some people was like, oh yeah, because you never know. Like when you fall for someone, you're gonna do these things. But I'm like, being with the logics, yeah, you're gonna do things with like people you love and that. But
she had was nuts.
exactly, and the naivety, yeah. How naive she was
Naivety.
from jump. I
By the
just
way,
thought I'd
you know,
change it.
you know what I'm surprised by? Yeah, you see if I'm Mark here, I'm on to you.
That's what I was.
That's what I'm waiting
No,
for
but
it.
you see, I haven't looked over there.
I'm waiting for it.
Mark.
I'm like, wait, she gets away with it. Yeah, licking down the mic, she gets away with it.
No, because I
you
caught
should've been
myself,
on-
so I was
yeah,
like, oh, whatever, and then I started again. But sometimes you just legally.
She lollipop the mic and no one didn't say nothing.
Legally.
Illegally.
I don't know why when I was watching, I was just crying.
I have a whole
what?
speech impediment, yeah, and I'll still say words better than you do. You know how mad that is?
It is what it is.
Do you know what it is? It's the
Audacity.
from seeing from his part.
Gone.
From his part, it's morally what he did, which is
Yeah.
getting people.
He did what? No. It's not. The thing is,
Wait.
go on.
Getting people to
Send you money.
like him based on
Lifestyle.
the lifestyle that he was promoting and projecting and saying that he lived.
Yeah.
And then when he gave them a taste of it and drew them in enough, it then turned into,
wonder
yeah,
how
okay, so I
charming
need some money.
They would find him
But-
if he worked in like a
But
like
then
It's still very
dustbin,
charming.
like a caretaker or a
Still charming.
dustbin
Yeah, it's
man.
still
or-
charming.
No, he will, but I don't think girls are going.
at what
Like,
point?
he was red eye
At
for
what
the
point?
job.
At what
Wait,
point did they
stop.
say to themselves, you know what? This guy was projecting such a life to me, and now he needs me to give him money. No matter how much you made me care
Common
about you or
sense
not.
is not very common there.
No matter how much you made me care about you or not.
gonna
This guy
question
took me
it.
on a private jet. Anyone who's got money for a private jet must have a little bit of money to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And now suddenly you need me to give you thousands.
I'll be like,
that's the bit that
ask your
doesn't
pappy.
add up. Forget, oh, I love him. Forget,
money you
I'll be
don't
like,
have.
KJ, where's your logic? Like,
Like if
why
this,
is he asking you? We've been dating for a month. Why are you asking me?
if this was a regular,
just
everyday
about to say
working
that.
man
I
who
can
you met on
understand.
Tinder and everything was going great, and then suddenly he's like, yeah, could you lend me £50?
Or yeah.
You'd be like,
Bye.
I'm like, this nigga.
Or you can fuck off.
KDR.
Sorry, guys. I'm like, this beep. No, but he would be. What, because he's a millionaire? Everything is a blight. Hell no.
Billionaire.
Billionaire, sorry. Billion.
Sold by the fame. That's all it
I
was.
just said this. For me, the only reason why I looked at the women strange was
And she slept with
because
him instantly as
the
well.
reason, the reason why I looked at the reason why I looked at the women.
She gave up. She
like,
gave up the
did you-
box.
I'm not.
When she talk
saying
about the hotel
nothing.
room, do you sleep together? We slept together, yes.
I'm not
Well, yeah.
saying-
Is that the
She-
same woman
oh,
that
yeah.
said
That's the first one.
She
I'm not
wasn't
saying
normally
nothing. I'm not saying nothing because if I make,
she wasn't
if I
normally
make that joke, yeah,
attracted
it
to
comes
him
across
because he was short or
mad
whatever.
boy.
Blah blah.
I just heard it. I know.
That's why.
I know.
That's why.
Yeah, that's what I said.
She
My-
gave that box.
The only issue.
freely.
The only issue. You're mad.
Box was
Whooping.
whooping.
Oh, smart. Oh, so smart. Oh, clocked you straight away. Right, yeah. The only issue I had with her as a whole was because the second one, they had a friendship. Like, it wasn't. It was. You could. I can understand.
different
it,
when
'cause she
they're
was
your
around-
friends.
Yeah.
She was around him a lot more, so I can understand why she would feel away and the rest of that stuff. And obviously, she was also attacked. The first woman, like the lack of common sense applied from the get go. It's not. I know people say you can feel head over heels for someone.
You
Maybe
can,
I'm
but-
just a cynic. But the issue I had with this was, from the get-go, there were just too many things that seemed too good to be true.
To be
This is
true.
what I'm saying. And coming from, obviously, if you're, quite savvy that way and you don't... I'm a true romantic. I'm all for, this is sweet.
You're a
This is
true
lovely.
romantic?
I said true.
Okay.
We can play it back. I'm a
Mark heard that as well. I'm a true romantic.
So no one will get her, yeah?
I'm getting her, bro.
Fuck's sake.
Man said she's the true hero of romantics. What are you doing, bro? Mark, what do you mean?
Sleeping
Oh my god.
Mark, hold on a second. Somebody don't get her. I get everyone. You're the one that's always under pressure. You get her, bro.
Yeah. No, but
I'm sick of
I'm
that.
a true
Sometimes I
romantic.
quit.
He's like, no, I'm sick of this shit.
I love all that kind of
Tears
cute,
the bucket.
lovey-dovey, swept off your feet stuff. But even me,
You didn't have to do it.
Where's that from again?
House party.
Party.
They're doing a TV series, a house party.
I saw Anne of mine. So going on to other documentaries which have been really interesting, obviously because O's just seen that one. Have any of you not seen Genius yet? Like the first episode of Genius?
no.
Nope.
No.
That's not shock.
I was just about to say,
That's
I
not
bet
shock.
you're going to be like, shook.
What have you watched recently? Because we've probably watched it already.
Snowfall's back, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I restarted Snowfall again. Well, from where I was.
Have you seen What If?
No
yet?
point talking about that. Yes. What If and Bel Air. I think they're the things I've knew.
What if?
I had started it, but I just hadn't finished it.
Oh, so you didn't
It's
finish it.
with,
You said yes. You started watching
No, but
No, wait,
but O knows what I mean because he was like, "What if?" Yeah, I mean,
what if it's with whom?
Renee Zellweger.
What if it's with another? Oh my God.
Is that not the what if we've been talking about?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Is that not the
You
what
see
if
why
we've
you
been
knew to
talking
ask that
about?
question?
No, I clocked on this.
Oh, the other. I've seen the other what if. No, I ain't watched that. I've watched the one with. So this whole time I've been saying, yeah, I'm continuing with what if, and we've not been talking about the same one.
All right. The what if we're talking about is on Disney
No,
Plus.
I know what you're talking about because
What's it
I've
about?
seen it. I don't know, but I've seen it on there.
But she said she started it though. She said
No, because I started the one with Renee
She started
Zellweger
the
on
one with Renee
Netflix.
Zellweger. She ain't
So
watched none of
I'm aware
them.
there's two what ifs,
Oh my
but that's
God.
the one that attracted me, so I just started watching it. These times when I was telling me to watch it, I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna watch
Now,
it.
yeah, on this pod, we're never ever going to discuss TV shows.
Why?
We will wait
Because you're long.
We will wait till 2025.
You're like Lords of the Rings put
I know
together.
because I've got to
Laws
watch.
of the Rings.
God
Lord.
damn. What the
Laws.
I said Lord, but I was actually gonna
Laws.
give you a break.
Your mouth, man.
Laws
Guy.
of the Rings.
Guy.
Lord.
Lord of the Rings.
Lords of the Rings.
Do you want to take my list so it makes it even better? Like, what's going
No, I'm good.
on? Laws of the Rings, bro.
Oh, while we're talking about things to watch,
Oh, that is
Abbott Elementary. If you're not watching it,
I'm not even gonna respond.
watch it.
At the moment.
Funny
All my shows
show.
are coming back, so that's going to have to wait.
Abbott
Yeah.
Elementary, very funny show.
I'm catching up with Euphoria.
Very
Talk
funny.
about that next week.
Very,
Euphoria?
very
Okay.
funny.
No, don't try it. No, don't try
Mark
it.
heard that as well.
Don't try it. I said I'm catching up with
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
So what's Euphoria, bro?
I said Euphoria.
You didn't say Euphoria.
I don't think I pronounced the E that much. Like the E.
You didn't pronounce the EU at all.
Euphoria. Oh, fuck's sake. Here we go. Anyway, I'm
Coming
catching
up.
up with that. I'm in love with Euphoria.
Oh, she heard it.
See?
Oh, she heard it.
Just making sure. Because you see the day my grandma goes to pot, I want people onto me.
This is payback for what I
Euphoria.
did to you earlier.
Captain Caveman, bro.
Captain Caveman.
My gosh.
What's your favorite meal?
What, I'd like to go out to eat.
What
or
if it like
What if?
overall top number one?
anything that has lamb in it?
Well, that's
Lamb's my favorite meat.
It's
That's
so
a lot.
hard.
Precisely.
favorite meal.
Anything with lamb chops.
I don't eat red meat, so.
I love lamb chops.
Favorite meal. Like, if you could have a favorite meal.
Don't know.
They're doing the stereotypical. Okay, if you could have a last meal level, what would it like?
I love
Favorite meal.
I like a lot of things.
Oh, lobster. Love a lobster. Lobster and king prawns.
No, I went to Burger and Lobster for the first time the other
Maybe
day.
it's-
Their prices went up, man.
Yeah,
I
and the
wasn't
menu's
happy.
changed. And the menu's changed.
And the lobster's smaller.
Yeah, if you want proper, like really nice lobster, I would say, but it's far for you because you're the other end. King's Road Big Easy, not the Canary Wharf one. King's Road Big Easy. I think
Big
I
Easy's
don't know if they
right,
do
you
it.
know.
Yeah, no, the King's Road Big Easy is the best one. It's the smallest one. It's the first one.
The Canary
On
Wharf one is
Tuesday, they do
doo-doo.
something called
It's always packed.
I don't
They
like
do
it. They
something
cook
called
it, the food too quick.
Big man. They have something called Shrimp Tuesday where you can get all you can eat shrimp and you can get lobster as well.
Hey, that could be our
I don't know, but I don't
our
know
trip.
if they still
Should
do
we go,
it.
guys?
Okay, but they used to.
Yeah.
All right.
that could be our trip.
Should we go?
Well, the fact that for
You mean our trip or ours? I'm fine.
Oh.
well, Venice, because you have the worst.
In Fantastic Four.
No, because you have the worst timekeeping. So by the time we get there and eat,
We're with
you're
it.
arriving,
Yeah,
you're leaving.
we're finished.
Let's not base that on today, or this week, or last week.
Or the meeting.
Oh, the week before.
No, I said all this week or last week. Let's not base that on that. Guys, I've had really bad insomnia and I've really not been sleeping. My brain's not functioning.
But you still know there's timings for like. Say,
Yeah, there is.
and
It's
you have
really
alarm clocks.
bad.
Sounds like a you problem.
It's just been really bad. I've had I've been excuses this week. Okay, no touche. No touche.
I can tell you a lie.
Stutter.
stutter.
I see you got leg to stand on. You've been on time recently. You've been early recently as well.
Mark, my dear. You mean,
You're very
You've been moving like Shanti recently, always on time. I see you.
That's what you did then. Okay.
Okay, Shanti.
I got time for you, girl.
Kenny was just like, yeah, he abandoned you, bro. The time we threw on shots, I was like, oh yeah, this time I'm gonna do it. It's over.
Okay. How was your Valentine's?
It was really nice. I don't really want to talk about it. Valentine's was like 2 weeks ago now, but it was lovely.
You had it all over your stories though. Like, you
For
didn't want
fuck's
to talk
sake,
about it.
Jesus Christ.
I had just.
Is it really love when you're sharing it with everyone?
I didn't share everything. I just shared
You
like.
share bedroom antics. Share everything else, bro.
Sheets clapping. Just...
No, I didn't.
Do you know what makes me laugh?
We
You know
like
what makes me
had
laugh? You see your
dinner,
face.
drinks. We went to
Your face was
loads more
like,
places
wait,
than we saw.
did I?
No, because I was like,
Did I?
I said you didn't.
yeah, no, because I was like, I know I was drunk, but
Did
no,
I?
it was really, really, really nice.
Man said your eyes only became for everyone.
Well, there was I only put like a day's worth on my story.
That day's
It was
worth.
too
Day's
much.
worth, you know, like that's not enough.
Well, I didn't
There's
put-
24 hours.
Bro,
Yeah, I could've put the whole damn
that same
weekend,
as
but
mad.
I got
It's
tired
like
of
when someone goes to a concert. It's like I only posted like 5 songs. Yeah, no, you posted like an hour's worth of content, which is like 70 something.
But naturally,
snaps,
I'll be like that whether it's Valentine's or like being with Bae or friends, family. Like I will just when I'm in a good space, I
if
just
I'm-
like to post things.
I'll be honest, yeah. I've had the same rule that I've had from even clubbing. Man can't tell me the club was live if your phone's out. Unless a song comes, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
I enjoy the
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Like, if I sort went Pot Shack or something, yeah, most I'd post was the fact I battered you lot. Like, I wouldn't.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I wouldn't post anything else. Even though,
Reasons is post like in your face.
no, I'm like, no, I'll just put the camera.
No, he put the camera off and he'd take a picture of the scores.
first.
He's name at the
Like, Reese,
top.
and I'll be like,
No, it depends. I'm like a serial poster.
I'm not serious. No, yeah. Katie's
I can be, and then sometimes I'm not. It depends on my mood, to be
like
honest.
there's of all of us for like
Probably.
being out there because there's no way in hell anyone can tell me Katie is not an extrovert. If she
Oh,
told me
yeah,
she's an
definitely
ambivert,
am.
she's bugging, bro.
But that's why. It's because I'm
But
an
she's an
extrovert.
extrovert. Yeah, we're not
But when
ex-
I feel, sometimes I'm like,
We're not extroverts.
into myself.
far from
Sometimes
it.
I don't want to post things.
You're ambivert.
Like I won't
but
post
you're
my
more
life every
introverted.
single day.
He's ambiverted as well, but he's more introverted. I'm an ambivert, but it depends on the social surroundings I'm in.
I'm an extrovert.
We know. The
But
world
it's weird
knows.
because I have introverted tendencies. It's just really weird.
We can see it based on how everyone has birthdays.
Yeah. Yeah. I sometimes have a really lit time and like,
Oh, really?
God,
The
that's what I
funny, I
posted.
remember Mark's,
Yes, you do.
one of Mark's milestone birthdays we went to that the
that
Breaking Bad thing. And even then, that was still mad chill. Like, it was just everyone having fun.
Do you know, of all the things though, it took me a good 5 months to post my own birthday.
What birthday? This one?
No, yeah, because I was.
waffling. We thought, what?
Well,
are you talking
everyone
about,
else
bruv?
probably posted it, but I.
You were
literally-
reposting the same birthday on your timeline. What are you talking about?
I didn't repost anything.
Oh my God.
I don't repost it.
Can you do this? Do me a favor. Put your hand out.
No.
Just put your hand up, please. Just put your hand
No,
up.
I'm genuinely don't remember.
Can you
Did
do me a
I
favor?
I wanted that Game of
Wait,
Thrones thing, like just shame.
No, Katie.
Shame.
Katie, here.
Maybe if I did, it might have been the next day. I'm
Put your
talking
hand
about
out.
on the night.
Just put your hand out like this.
No.
Just put your hand out like this. I need you to take the sauce to go with the waffle you're giving me right now.
She had no chicken, but this bare
You
waffle.
did, babe. I saw
No,
it.
but I was talking about on the night.
Yeah, you were gone.
You are.
Yeah. Anyway,
You were gone when I got there.
Yeah, I know, but y'all were late.
You were walking like a dinosaur.
Y'all were late.
You were gone when I got there.
Y'all were late.
You were on time and dressed to impress.
Okay,
That's
Ashanti.
great. You were gone when I got there.
When I'm dressed like they came from the local youth club, and you're getting on to me and Mark.
Are we doing this again? What?
Yeah, you were walking like one of them raptors from Jurassic World.
No, I was walking straight in my heels.
No, you was not walking straight.
That is
Yes, I was.
wild.
No, you
Raptor.
I was.
No, you was not.
I don't walk
You
in
may
heels.
have think. You may
I don't
thought you
walk in
was.
heels with bent
Don't
legs.
remember, you would lean up against me and I'm like, Kader, take the water.
Yeah, I was leaning. I was
Oh
like
my
that.
god, the high heel walk with bent legs.
No, I don't do that.
Oh my god, that's such a
Do you know what?
description.
And if I did, y'all can't prove it. You can ban
That
it.
is a really.
There's a video
awful
of you
walk.
dancing around.
Oh, actually, I see that, and they're slightly bent. And it's funny. Anyways, oof, funny memories. My point is, yes, Valentine's
point.
was
Okay.
lovely. It was fun. Thank.
You know the one thing about oversharing on social media that always creeps me out? It's like, you know when people go on holidays and
Bath
they put,
is really nice, by the way.
you know when
guys.
people go on holiday, yeah, and they post at the airport. You know if people know where you live? Like I just think my house is gonna get burgled.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
say that
yeah.
again. Say that again.
Like, I've always thought of that. Like
What do you mean? Post
when
me?
people post like they're not home. Like for example, I was like, oh, I'm going to the airport, and you post like your location, or you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Or it's like for
Yeah, I know
example
what you
when there was like a terror attack in France and people marked it as safe. You weren't in France.
Yeah. Let me know you're safe.
I thought that was stupid.
Like it doesn't.
He looks really bothered by
No,
it.
you know what? Because the logic ain't adding up, bro. You know that meme
math
where
isn't
man's
mathing.
calculating the whole thing. Like I don't get it. Like it doesn't make
The
sense.
math is no math.
When people go on holiday and then they come back and then they do like their collage of all of that.
Holidays, I don't mind.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you see when you're at the airport, on the plane,
Not even that.
we're
The old-
taking off.
bro. The old school one, the Facebook one, at Gatwick Airport. Yeah.
KD Small is at Gatwick Airport with XYZ
wait.
and da-da-da-da-da. Smiley face
people know where you
emoji.
live, innit? Like
Yeah.
for me, I've always been funny about people knowing where my front door is. I've just always been that way. Innit?
Yeah.
No,
So, like,
your whole family's
years
there with
ago-
you, so no one's at home.
Like years ago, it used to be a thing of, I think even when I went to Grenada, people only know I was in Grenada because I posted I posted a picture of Grenada, like of just mountains.
Yeah.
That could have been TBT. You didn't even know I was there. I just
Yeah,
posted
yeah.
Grenada. Right, yeah. Didn't know. And obviously someone asked me a question, boom. But then even then, nobody knows where I live. And then times I was still living at home and family. So
Yeah. So they didn't know where that was.
Mum's got a cutlass, so it's a long day for you, man. So, do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Let it be known, man's got cutlass.
That's not a knife. That's a cutlass. That's a totally different blue. That's a totally different blade right there.
All right.
He's shaping up in a different way, boy.
Let me ask you a question, yeah? How long can you blame
I thought you were
someone?
gonna say something else, but yeah.
Can you blame someone?
Why?
down.
You know, I was waiting to correct.
Can you
know
blame someone, be it a family member or an ex-partner, for your bad behavior in modern times?
What? Say that again. Sorry.
How long could I blame someone
How long can you
for their
blame-
bad behavior?
How long can you?
Blame someone.
How long
else
can
for
someone?
your-
Yeah. How long can you blame ex-partner or a family member for your bad modern behavior?
Don't.
You don't understand the question, do you?
No,
So
I
you're
do, but I don't
you're blaming.
You know when people have foul behavior and they say like,
No,
oh,
I don't think you
it's
can because you should
I
take.
was.
It's because of X, Y, Z.
No,
I
but
was
that's
in a
what I don't
toxic-
think
I
you
was in a
can
toxic-
because you.
You can.
Technically, you
no,
can.
You can blame someone. But how
I was in a
But
toxic
don't you take
relationship and it
initiative for your
made
own
me like
actions?
this.
No, most people don't. That's what the question exists.
Well, I wouldn't because I would take responsibility for my own actions. Obviously, I might say I done this because of this situation, but it doesn't mean that person forced me to. Maybe I felt to act out, or maybe if I was in a toxic relationship, for example, I felt to behave toxic, whatever that means, just because he was. But I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah, but
I'm not
then-
going to blame
But
him.
then that
but-
affects you going forward.
There you go. Because
Yeah, it will.
Though you're aware of it, you're still involved in that mix.
Yeah.
And I
So your
guess how long you
your
can
current
do that
partner,
for.
the people you're around are dealing with the fact that you haven't fully dealt with a situation.
Yeah, how long you could do that for is how long it takes for you to accept it, if that makes sense. So until you can actually accept
it
that that's
in
what's...
yourself that it was.
Yeah,
But accepting it doesn't mean there's changing you.
I don't know. Everyone, each their
So if I
everyone's
have
a bit different.
if I have, let's use myself as an example, yeah. If I have shitty behavior because of a family member or because of an ex-partner, and I'm aware of the shitty behavior, but I continue to be shitty, right? Yeah, and it's been 2 years.
You can't blame anyone
Yeah.
else because you're
There you go.
aware of it.
So that's what I'm asking. Even then, because you can be but the thing is, you can still be self-aware but not want to change it.
Yeah.
Like, you could be aware of something. Like for example, I can be aware of the color of Mark's tracksuit, for example. Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, it's alright. Like, oh, it's brown.
Matches the shoe.
Look at Mark start smiling. Right, yeah.
There it is. We knew it was coming.
J-Bag.
Stupid. All right.
So, what do you think I said?
I said, what did you say, J-Bag?
Yeah. Right, yeah. So, for example, that's the tracksuit. I'm like, yeah, tracksuit's meaty. And then Mark goes, but it cost me like $4. Tracksuit's meaty. Right, yeah. Then he gets angry with it. He gets angry about what I've said about the tracksuit, yeah? And it starts to wind him up. It shouldn't, because ultimately he's had to work hard to buy the tracksuit.
To buy the
It
tracksuit.
shouldn't bother him that I said something about the tracksuit because it's your thing, it's your style and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's triggering him because it's the one negative opinion he's got on the tracksuit.
The tracksuit.
And because when he was younger, he heard negative things based on things he used to wear.
Yeah.
So I was doing it. Yeah. So because he's so used to positive affirmations now, right? Yeah, because he's done so much.
That one comment.
Yeah. But the problem is, it should be more so where he's put so much energy into changing so that people can't put say negative things about him. He's never gotten over the fact of people say negative things and it's just part of life.
So basically, it's like a trigger.
Yes. That's why I'm trying to say, how long is a good time before you actually have to address it? Not because it's a thing of it being like, I'm aware of it, so I've addressed it. No, you're aware of it. Being I'm hyper aware of a lot of things. I just play dumb to a lot of things. Right, yeah?
You can be aware of something and not address it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because you're aware doesn't mean you've addressed
sometimes
it.
it depends where it is.
Like in my family, I'm hyper aware of most things that happen in my family. I don't say anything because it doesn't affect me directly. Until I'm asked, my opinion is not valid. It doesn't need to be. I don't need to. You know what I'm trying to say? Unless it affects me directly, I don't need to vocalize my opinion.
Yep. I hear that.
But I think when it's you personally, for example, if something's bothering O, where it's work related, like for example, I know everyone's personality here. I know what Mark's like. If he's triggered, he ain't saying nothing. He's not saying anything. He waits till it gets to breaking point, which I think for someone's mental health is very dangerous.
Yeah, it is. But I've worked on that.
Yeah, but we've had this conversation. For example, with me, I'm a person where I do pros and cons in my head very quickly. If I feel like it's going to be a continuous thing, I'm going to address it. If I feel like it's not that deep and I can get over it, then I'm just like, okay, cool. You have to know in your heart of hearts. But I also know what triggers me, but it depends on where I mentally am at certain situations. If I'm playing sports, I'm going to be a lot more triggered because my brain's in an emotional state because I'm actively trying.
And actively thinking.
There's
sort of
like
place.
everything is on the line while you're playing. If it's a general thing, then I'm a lot more whelmed in my understanding.
But in today's society, people will blame their faults, they blame their faults, their shortcomings, their personality, their toxic personality traits on just their star sign. Forget family trauma that's going on inside of you.
If I speak,
just because you're a Scorpio, you're a shithead.
Look at me.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Sometimes
Big
maybe
trouble,
good.
big trouble.
Sometimes
And I
maybe
don't
shit.
want to be in big trouble. If I speak, I'm going to be in big trouble.
It's not.
And I don't want to be in big trouble.
trouble.
Oh, that's so funny.
If I speak about it, like I know I have abandonment issues.
What issues?
You said it properly.
No, say again.
No, fuck you,
No,
Lord.
kiss my ass.
No, you
Say
actually
again.
said it
Twice.
properly.
Kiss my ass. That's what I'm gonna say.
We all did kiss your black ass.
No, you
Kiss
heard what
my
I said.
natural black ass.
I have issues with
He said it. You said it
No,
though.
just say
Apparently.
abandonment.
Yeah, you did.
What? No, say it again. Say it again.
No, you said it
shut
right.
Up. Say it again.
You said it right.
Be quiet. Say it again.
Abandonment.
See?
No?
I knew you didn't put it to say it.
No, bang bang.
You know, I ain't
Abandonment.
speaking.
I ain't sharing with none of y'all.
I was like, no, you said it properly.
Big man, are you man's English with an Alabama accent? Alabama.
Alabama.
He's like, how you say ambulance? Abandonment. Go on. Sorry, continue.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I ain't say shit.
That was
I ain't say shit.
Alabama Archie, let's go, bro.
Oh my god.
Go on.
And the worst thing was, it was such a subject that we interrupted you on as well.
I was gonna go into one.
I know, I felt it, and I was there.
It's victim.
They
Call the Tinder swindler, another victim.
got all up in your mouth.
Mark is down.
That's gross.
They got all up in I know I did.
Continue.
They got all up in your mouth. Because of the way you talk.
Wow.
I'm surprised Katie knows that song. That's why I'm laughing.
My eye.
Oh,
God.
Mark is like, I don't know if this joke's on me.
Oh, my tiny violin.
You're barking at the wrong. The spotlight's on. Still with a humour. Out with the moon.
Are you gonna bust if there's no room?
What?
Yeah.
Go on.
He's gonna.
Marcus down.
I heard the beat and everything.
I know you did.
Go on.
No, it's for me. It stems from my mum's side of the family, especially my so-called grandma. I don't have no relationship with her because she acts like me and my mum and my brothers don't exist. So I know if someone just goes to me like that, it affects me because I want to know why.
But have you ever?
But I have dealt with it. I've gone to therapy. I've done counseling sessions and stuff. But it's something that sometimes does.
It's in the back of your head.
Yeah,
though.
I have the reverse of that. Like I have the similar situation. But I think when I was younger, where before I was a lot more self-assured within myself. So I think I became a lot more self-assured in myself by the time I got to college. So 16, 17, I became a lot more self-assured. Especially when you leave secondary school and you go to college, you're like the tadpole again in the pond, innit? So I think before it was a situation where, see if a girl went chat to me like, oh, you're linking up, and I got ghosted, it used to piss me off.
Yeah.
And then you had that bugaboo type mentality of it. And then I realized like, you're not a sorcerer's stone. Like you have to kind of believe in yourself regardless. And then once I kind of had that, okay, if you ghost me, cool, whatever. And then it became a thing of, oh, you didn't check it. Why am I checking in for? Like, you know, if you say, oh, I'm going on a motive and someone cancels and they don't try to
reschedule.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, cool, it was never that, boom.
Yeah.
And then I think once you kind of, like the abandonment thing for me, it's like, okay, cool, if you don't fuck with me, cool. I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
I think for my one, obviously, it's meant to be family.
But the thing is,
So and the worst thing for me is that I grew up with them at a certain point, and then when I got to my late teens, they acted like I've got aunties and uncles I don't really have a relationship with.
I'm in a similar situation.
So it just baffled me. Like,
Yeah.
You see my eyes? I went, you see my eyes diverted quick. I went, I'm in a situation.
I feel like that Tom and Jerry cartoon. You know, the flipping,
I'm trying to remember.
You know the grey mouse. You know you got Jerry and you got this other grey mouse.
Yeah, the French one.
But no, I agree with you. In them type of situations, I think I had a similar thing, especially growing up. But I was I say the one thing I'm happy that as I said, I've been hyper aware from when I was younger. So like family's behavior, even based on close proximities or how it came across, as I got older, I was just like, no, that's foul, bro. Like, that's weird. So even in my heart of hearts, I always made sure, especially with like younger family members, that I always check in. Got family members in Manchester. Like, I always check in, make sure everyone's good.
And that's how I am now.
Same with siblings. Like, my siblings have this, I call this the blank card, which is in my phone, there's the favorites list. So even if I go to sleep, right, it's the thing of, even if I go to sleep here, they're in my favorites. So if I don't put my phone on D&D, that's a Katie thing. Right, yeah. No, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I do.
It's how casual you just slipped it in.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
see that.
I know this because me and Katie have played flipping games on iMessage.
The notification says Katie's notifications are off.
Yeah, it said the notifications are off. So that's how I know. Right,
I
yeah?
have to,
So
because
for
otherwise
me-
my phone will just go off.
Because I'm
You got
aware.
like that, yeah?
No, it's just
Hot like fire. I'm gonna take
no. It's just sometimes if like my phone's on the table and I can hear it go off, it will just bother me. And a lot of people put their phone on D&D. I have to.
celebrities.
No, I
Maybe she is
do.
one.
Phil does.
Sorry, what's D&D?
Do not disturb, darling.
I thought it was dick down.
Where's the end, bruv?
In
I thought
there?
you said D&D. I thought you said D&D. That's what it sounded like you said.
What?
How
I thought
did
you said
get
D&D.
to these places?
Yeah, how did we get there?
D and D.
That's what I thought you said.
D&D.
Dickon down.
You're
Dickon.
Forget that.
Charles Dickens. Dickens.
What's wrong with everyone today? I don't understand. I don't understand.
How is Philly?
She's
It's
good.
weird now because every time I hear her name, because of Bel Air,
Oh yeah.
obviously they
Philly.
call man Philly in it because obviously he's from Philadelphia.
Philly.
Oh yeah. No, she's good. She's good. She's my little.
Tell her there's still
darling.
time for a backside clap to me go table
sounds so
tennis.
wrong.
Not like that.
I'm glad you finished that sentence quick because someone over there was really ready to catch you. Stop.
He does.
But yes, ping pong we will play.
And cut pong because you're getting vexed.
I fucking hate that game. And when the first couple of times I played it, I was like, yeah, I'm lit. Now I just can't play it. Try me at basketball though.
Is that the one where you try and bounce the ball into
Yeah,
the
there's a
cup?
game, but you ain't got iPhone.
I
In
can
a
play
drinking
I can play the real cup pong.
Oh, it's a game on iPhone.
But
Okay,
the cup one, the real cup one, I'm a fucking.
Listen, Reese has
gunman.
introduced me to a world, where now I'm an addict.
I sent her a
You're
game.
addict anyway.
I sent her a game.
No,
and she
but I
said,
like
"Are you
playing games,
bored?"
but
One
wow.
second. I sent her a game. She said,
Yeah.
"Are you bored?" I said, "No, I just have time." But yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, cup pong, you know?
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
like,
she got addicted to the game, and then she screenshotted her iMessage chat where there's like 5 people that she's playing cup pong with.
I sent
But
you
in
that,
this chat, we'll be
I sent
playing
you
like
that,
3
same-
games
same-
each.
yeah,
that link
So-
with the retro games, isn't
Me
it?
and Reese will be
I
playing
had
like
a
3
mini
games.
one, but my brothers got it.
Then I'll be playing like
Oh.
2 games with my sister, my friend.
Remind me to
loads.
send you the link for the retro games. Like you can play
SNES.
like
SNES.
the old school
N64.
SNES, GoldenEye,
GA.
all sorts.
Golden
On your phone.
Eye.
Computer.
Computer.
Desktop. No, desktop.
I'll play that. No,
It's dangerous, man.
Give me that. I
I
love
was
that.
playing Mario Kart the other day.
Oh,
Mario.
Mario.
It's me,
Mario.
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 It's either you're saying Mario the plumber or Mario the singer.
Yeah.
Mario.
Mm.
Fuck's sake.
How'd you say Luigi, bruv?
Luigi.
Okay, just making sure. Man said it like, no, it's me, Mario. Mario. Oh, it's not just a friend. It's not just a friend. It's not braid my hair.
I did not say it in that tone at all.
Mario. Who the hell's Mario, bruv? Mario. It's fake American, bruv. Mario.
Oh, I don't even know where we were.
All right, I've got one or two.
What for you?
The government are
relationship
introducing
questions recently.
what?
By the way, just sorry, wanted to cut him. We ain't had no relationship questions.
Growing up.
Yeah,
Oh.
Good.
dating's a headache.
Good.
Oh.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's just work. The government introducing plans for pupils who fail GCSEs English and Maths to be blocked from student loans.
Ouch.
I know, right?
Why?
Ouch.
They block you for that, but not block you for racial insensitivity. Okay.
Well, I'm seeing that as
So
English and maths
what's-
are always the
What's the
standards.
bank gonna do? Look at your results and be
They're
like,
the standards of education.
Saying that some of the most famous people, some of the most influential people on the planet do not have great GCSEs.
Yeah.
Even the Virgin.
Yeah.
Richard Branson.
Yes, thank you very much. I still think that guy's cheeky to put his staff on furlough, knowing the guy's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, that was cheeky.
That's foul, bro. Arsenal did the same thing as well. That's foul.
No, that's getting a bit picky and choosy.
Mate, but the thing is, people have to understand as well. Everyone learns differently. Like, for example, simplify this into like working out. The way I work out, if I was to work out with Kadia, we'd work out in 2 different ways. Because the way our bodies are set up is completely different. If me and Mark worked out, we'd have to work out in different ways. There's compound exercises that we'll do.
Yeah.
But there's more stuff. There's more list stuff and kinesthetic stuff that I will do. It's only now I've gone back to picking up weights. Me and you, same thing. So it's more like you'll be flying through pull-ups and whatever.
Yeah.
If I'm doing like powerlifting, I'd zing you in it.
You're killing it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think what people don't realize, especially with like, even though there's this stupid thing which I'm happy that hopefully by the time I have children they've stopped doing it, like the phonics thing. I think phonics is the dumbest thing to teach a child how to read. It's the dumbest thing ever. Because
I don't think I've ever taught.
like the problem with phonics
like
is the problem with phonics, and obviously O works in the school.
weird.
teachers.
It doesn't help. It just
Kids don't
confuses
learn
them more.
sounds.
It confuses them more.
Because you're learning sounds. Not all sounds sound like the...
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So
like-
what happens is that they start learning them sounds in words where that sound doesn't apply.
Where you have
So
silent
now they're
yes.
saying words in this way, which you've taught them to say, and technically, according to them, they're saying it right.
Technically, they're gonna be like Mark's age speaking the same.
Well, it was nice being a part of this podcast.
We're not done. We ain't done. We ain't done.
I have now
We
left.
ain't done.
I have now left.
We ain't done. We ain't
coming
done.
I'm done with y'all. I'm never coming back here.
Don't run. Don't run.
Don't rush. So, basically, yeah, what I'm trying to say is, as much as things change, you have to understand that every child, it wants to be taught in different ways. The same way, like, if you use sports, for
excel in
example.
different ways.
Yeah, for when you use, like, take modern football, because everyone here is a football fan, yeah? There is not one type of midfielder.
No.
There's 4 types. Some midfielders are all in one, but everyone, now there's people that specialize in different things. Now when you have secondary schools, like academies, that specialize in different things.
In different
You have to
yeah.
understand that some children require a little bit more attention, or some people just learn differently.
Yeah.
I also think that's based on, and maybe it's not fair for me to say this, the level of teaching from teachers. They're doing it because they get holidays, in my opinion, and not because they generally care about educating the next crop of kids.
They are teaching, but there is no nurturing to go with the teaching. And this is something I see on a daily basis. And to be the person that I have to be is the person who's reminding these kids, yeah, you have to learn this. But also, let me just keep checking up on you to make sure you're okay. Are you okay? Because sometimes they won't make their voice heard to say, I'm not okay. So it's the nurturing that helps them get through. But there's not a lot of that. And like we said, people learn in different ways. Some people ain't going to be English and maths smart. Some people will maybe geography and science, or PE and art, or you know what I mean. So
it's like, don't we have the conversation about common sense? How much people you've come across here are extremely intelligent but lack general common sense?
I know loads.
Well, yeah, people who excel in life
I would
skills.
say my younger sister's like that.
People who excel in life skills.
I know loads. I have a few friends
I love it to bits.
where they could be
One of
book
my age.
smart.
You're bad, man.
No, she.
No,
me
some
and
people are
me and
book
my other
smart and they
sister
say
call her blonde.
things, and it's like you have to look at that. And I know I can.
I know it's a really bad stereotype, by the way.
It is. I'm
to be
sorry
blonde,
for all
it
the
means you're
blonde
dense.
people.
It is. It's a bad
say you're sorry
stereotype.
for all the blonde people, or
It's what people say. these days.
I wasn't even gonna. You know why? Because I've been at him bare. I've been getting them off for like an hour. I'm not doing
wait. I'm sorry for all them.
Apologies.
it. Oh, now you're sorry.
Oh,
For what?
Man laugh like Felix the cat, bro. You're right.
In stages.
I love Felix. You really do.
What the? Ooh, man, that scared the
We got a wrap anyway. I've been actually, let's do this in order. You can find this DSP on all the DSPs, especially my personal favorite, YouTube. You can find all of Kadia's, Mark's, and O's information and mine in the description below. You can find Kadia's cryptocurrency link in the description below. O's book link in the description
I'm leaving
below.
that shit
in the name
soon.
of out now.
And where
I'll be
you
leaving
can
crypto soon, so
buy-
that won't be in the links as
where
much.
you
So
can
please.
buy his new book in the name of Life and Tells the Story of a Dad. And you can find Mark's photography link in the description below. Does anyone want to add anything before I say anything?
Bad boy, snap.
Okay, that was stupidness.
Snapchat
boy,
in the
innit?
bando.
It's from a
I don't
boy,
know. I
innit?
just wanted to say something.
I've been the White Sox Warrior.
That name's gonna stick.
To my left has been the Bald Bandit.
At least my mouth works.
Patches Ocean.
I've been GIK.
Next to his has been the Willy Warrior known as GIK.
Why am I the video warrior? What the fuck?
And across
Oh,
me
go on. Oh, go on.
across me's
These
been
my
catch.
hairlines here.
Oh my god! And across from me has been the original catchphrase. Everyone has a nice week. Peace, love, and everything else.
Aw.